Howdy folks, Troy with V-Twins the V8s coming on today to do a little product review for you on this DiHoom wireless security camera. These folks sent me this camera to do a review. I don't do a lot of reviews, but when I do my purchases, I do rely on other people's reviews, so I figured if they're nice enough to send me the camera, I'll do the review. Maybe it'll help you guys out there. Usually any reviews I do are tools and equipment that I use, and I am very interested in security because I work on expensive cars, restore clients' cars, and I have other people's prized possessions in my possession on my property, so I like to have security. I have gates, I have cameras everywhere, and this seemed to be, it would fall right in with that. The thing that's really nice about this is that it's supposed to be wireless, connects with an app to your phone, it charges by a solar panel, you mount it wherever, you connect it to your Wi-Fi, it connects to your phone, and boom, you can secure an area quite easily. So before we get much further down the road here, I will do an unboxing and we'll show you what is actually included in this. So here we are. We've got this the DiHoom solar powered battery IP camera. So let's open it up and we'll see what we have inside. Obviously we have a user's manual. We have this solar panel that charges the battery when it's mounted. We've got a couple of mounts that mount the camera and the solar panel. A little lead that will be used to charge the camera initially. And obviously the camera itself. There's a couple little antennas. On the back there's the area where you mount your camera to the the ceiling, the wall, wherever it may be. The thing that I thought was pretty cool about this camera was the fact that not only is it wireless and you get to see whatever you want with the app on your phone, is that you can also speak to somebody on this, kind of like one of those Ring doorbell things. So if you put this up, say, by a doorway, and somebody comes by your property, they don't have to be, doing anything wrong. Maybe they just showed up at your garage or whatever and said, wanted to see if you were open or whatever. You can get a notification on this, and in real time with a motion sensor, and then you can see who it is, and if you choose to, you can talk to them right through the camera, which is pretty cool. So it's kind of like somebody comes up to your door and they're like, hey, he's not open, and you get a notification on your phone and you go, yeah, I'm not there right now, I'm at the parts store or whatever, I'll be back in 10 minutes. So I thought that was pretty cool as well. So you mount this, you mount your solar panel, and this continually charges the battery and maintains it. It records up to a cloud if you want to sign up for that, or you can put a micro SD card in here and it will record onto that micro SD card, and then after a period of time it will overwrite it and continue. They do offer you some complimentary cloud storage, and then you can buy more cloud storage if you think that you need to keep many hours of recordings of your security for any particular reason. I kind of like the SD card thing, but the cloud is also great because let's say somebody did come to your shop and they did something, or your home and they did something and they saw this, they could just take it with them, or take the card out of the bottom of it if they have that kind of time, and then you have no record. But if it's uploaded to the cloud, regardless what happens to the camera, you would have a record of that. So without further ado, what I think I'm going to do is we'll have to take a look and see where this is going to go. We'll have to set this up, and I can walk you through that and how all that works, and it is very easy. So now I'm just going to give you a quick walkthrough of how easy this is to set up. Inside this manual, there's a QR code. You take your phone, I have an iPhone, you scan the QR code, and that puts the app for this camera onto your phone. Once you have that done, okay, it's really pretty easy. You just kind of walk through the prompts, and you're going to want to sync the camera to your your phone. So what happens is, it's pretty cool. There's a QR code that comes up on your app on your phone. You turn the camera on by turning on the power button on the bottom. You point the camera at the QR code on the app, and the camera makes a ding-dong sound, and that syncs the camera to the phone. After you do that, the only thing that's left is to connect the camera to your Wi-Fi, which is really easy. It looks for your Wi-Fi, it finds your Wi-Fi, you have to use your Wi-Fi passcode to allow it to connect, and then boom, it connects. And then what happens is, when you open up the app on your phone and the camera is on, you get a live view of what the camera sees. So it's very, very easy. It took me, and I'm not by no means a techie, it took me probably 10 minutes to get this whole thing all set up. So now that we've got it set up and I know that it works, now I have to look for an area where I want to put it up and be able to see maybe an area that I don't have covered it quite as well as I want to. The only limitation with this that I can see right now is because it's Wi-Fi, I can't get too far away from my router. Otherwise, my camera here will lose connectivity. So like, I have cameras all over the place, and they're wired, and some of them are quite a distance away from my router base. This one here is going to have to be fairly close, but for ease of operation, for most people, they're going to probably use it on their front or back door, maybe their backyard, maybe their driveway, off of the corner of their home or garage. So I think it should be pretty good. This is a relatively inexpensive camera, so you could have a bunch of them if you wanted to. So let's work on getting it set up, and we'll see how it looks. Okay, folks, so I found an area where I want to set up my camera. I'm going to put this right on my front door because of the features that it has, where I get motion detection and I could talk to somebody at the door. I thought that would be a great location. It's also close enough to my router, so I have the best signal, the strongest signal, so I'll get a notification on my phone if somebody trips the motion. I'll be able to look at it, see the person at my front door, and if I want to, I can even talk to them. So what we're going to do is, I'll take my handheld camera, I'll go out to the front door, I'll show you how it's all set up and everything, and how it works. Let's go. I'm at my front door right here, and I've got my camera set up so it looks at me when I'm here. Turn this around, if you look up, I have this like little like portico porch type thing over my front door entryway. So I thought that this would be ideal. I set the camera up here so it's out of the weather, and I ran my wires over here to the side, and I put up my solar panel there so it's just in the sunlight, but for the most part it should be shielded from bad weather. So there it is there. It's up here in this thing, and if I give you the opposite point of view, that's kind of what it sees there. So what I'll do is I'll open up my app on my phone, and we'll see if we can show you what it is that I see here. And look at that. So there it is. There is my app right there. It shows me it's connecting right now. It does take a moment. So boom, there I am. So right now, this is in real time. I'm at the front door like this here, and it's I'm assuming it is recording this at all times until there's a multitude of settings. I could talk through this to somebody who's at my door. I also have my other security camera, which is right there, that is also looking right at me. So I've got 2 points of view at the front door. The thing that's nice about this one is I will be able to speak through the speaker. The problem I'm seeing with talking through the speaker doing this video is because the speaker is there and it's coming through my app on the phone, it gives me this really weird like feedback screeching noise, but I don't get that if my speaker, my phone that I'm speaking into is far enough away from the camera. So that's not much of an issue if I'm somewhere else and I want to talk to somebody. I just can't do it right now. So I mean, that's pretty much it in a nutshell. So there it is, folks. The DiHoom solar-powered battery IP Connect camera. And if you look at my phone right here, right now, through my little camera that I got set up here, my close-up camera, you can see I have a live view of my front door right now. And if there's no motion, you can set this so that it will stay on. Once it's tripped by motion, it stays on for 10, 15, 20, 30 seconds. I had it set a little bit longer because I wanted to be able to come in here and show you this point of view. So I think it's a great product. You know, dollar bang for the buck, so to speak. It's super. I mean, it's super easy to set up. It works well. Time will tell how long it lasts and how well it performs over a period of time. But for right now, I think it's great. It's a great supplement to my front door. Somebody comes, I see them at the front door. I can push a button and say, "Hey, what the hell are you doing? What do you want? Go away. No, I'm not buying a vacuum cleaner," you know, stuff like that. But other than that, I think it's great. So as far as my review goes, I'm going to give it 2 thumbs up for ease of operation and setup, and for functionality. It's also very, very good. So please like and subscribe to my channel. If you look in the links below, there'll be, look in the description below, I should say, there'll be links where you can buy this product, and it supports my channel and helps the folks out that sent me this camera. So thank you for tuning in. I'm Troy King from V-Twins to V8s, and good luck on your project.